Hi, I'm Allie Reynolds with Allie's Organics, and I want to show you how to make good garden soil. Some of the things that you need to kind of take into consideration is whether your soil is sandy or whether it's clay or whether it's just a good loamy soil. But mine was clay when I first started, and so my choice was to use some perlite because perlite helps open up the soil. And then all I'm going to do is just put a good amount of perlite. You could use vermiculite if your soil is super sandy because that helps hold that moisture in, where the perlite causes more drainage. So I like to make a nice big layer, a couple of inches of these ingredients. This one here is peat moss. It helps open the soil up, helps hold the moisture in, and it also helps lower the pH a little bit. We're very high in alkali here, so it's nice to help lower that pH. If you are already acidic soil, then you might want to use some coconut coir. Some other stuff that I think is the most important to be adding to your garden is compost. And you can see that I'm using equal parts perlite, peat moss, and compost. I don't try to make it a rocket science, because if it needs more, then I will add more. Which is something that I've been using over the last couple of years is powdered azomite. It's a slow release. It helps the plants become very sturdy, and it's just, again, like most of your fertilizers that are organic, 5 pounds per 100 square foot. And I just take this, rototill it in, or use a digging fork to work it in really good, and you want to go down at least a foot, so that you can bring up some of the old soil and mix with this new stuff that you've got going in here. Mix it in really good. Smooth it out. Now we can just smooth it out with a rake. You want to make sure that any of your chunks of peat moss are broke down. Sometimes they're pretty chunky, and you want to make sure it's mixed really well. Smooth it out. And then water it in really well, not to where it's soggy, but then that gives you a really good base for starting your garden.